Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming back to my channel. This is Tina with Tina's Craft Creations. I'm on today with a project share of everything that I made for the Cupid swap that is being hosted by Rachel Tallman. Normally she does, I think, what's called a Secret Cupid swap, but this year she decided to pair us up and allow us to talk so that we would know, what to send or, what our swap partner wanted to make. So I decided to participate in the swap, and I got paired up with Marissa, and she is the pink ape. I will link her information down below. So she and I talked, and we decided on a 3D project, a tag flip or memory dex card, and some handmade embellishments. So I'm just going to show you guys what I made. Now, this is the first time I've crafted since November, because when Meows passed away in December, I just had literally no crafty mojo, and I wanted to get back into it for this swap. So I have been working with the Happy Hearts collection from, or no, I'm sorry, Heart Eyes collection from Simple Stories, the new collection for this year. And the first thing I made are the handmade embellishments, which I made some of these little tag or little flag embellishments. I did stitch on all of the flags. Stitching, it's been a while since I've stitched, so some of them look really bad. So Marissa, if you're watching this, I apologize, but it is handmade, and that's always a little part of the fun. So this is the first one I made. I did use all the elements from the collection: the paper, the chipboard, the enamel, or the little decorative brads, and the enamel dots. So these are the ones I made, and I did do different types of stitching. Some of them are straight stitches, some of them have zigzag stitches. And I do need to package these up, but I just wanted to show you before I did that. So I think they're really cute. These little flags are just so fun to make. And the last one, I did make 6 total. So I need to package those up, but they are really, really cute. The next thing I made was not part of the swap, but it was just something extra that I made for her because I had hauled these really pretty picks from Hobby Lobby. I made my very first wand. I've never made a wand before, and I just thought this gingham pick was so cute from Hobby Lobby that I wanted to make a wand with one. So I did create a crepe paper rosette, added some tickets from the ephemera pack, a chipboard sticker. I layered up this chipboard piece on some foam, added some holographic thread, some enamel dots, and some more chipboard. And then the little pink bow here, I think I had in my stash from either bows that I bought from someone, or I was gifted it. I don't remember. And then I added all of this different cord to coordinate with the collection. This fun pink pom-pom trim, this really pretty turquoise trim with little white stars, a white velvet trim, pink rickrack, this little like iridescent cord, and then this turquoise trim with iridescent. So I just think it's really pretty, and I hope she likes it. Like I said, it is my first one, and I think it turned out really, really cute. So that is a little extra. Next is also a little extra. I had hauled these little boxes from Michael's. They're just little like chipboard boxes. So what I did was I decorated the front using some ephemera pieces. I did get that new Chaos Craft die with the really thin lettering with the background piece. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of these because I like the bigger font. They're more fun to sew across. I did stitch on some of these. I made for her, you'll see in a minute, but I'm not a huge fan of stitching on these. But I did use a piece that I sewed on to decorate this box. I added this XOXO from the sticker sheet, I think it was from, some holographic thread and some enamel dots. And then along the side, I took some trim that I had picked up. I think it might have been from Hobbycraft or the range. I don't remember, in England when I was over in December with Cheryl. And I thought this pink gingham trim looked really cute all the way across the lid. So inside I just filled this with some little white chocolate and strawberry Dove chocolates. So hopefully she'll like that little sweet treat. So I made that little box to send to her. Alright, I did make a tag flip, but I housed it in this little box that I hauled from Michael's. I decorated it just very simply because in case she wants to stack anything on it, it's still kind of flat-ish. I used half of a doily, some chipboard pieces, enamel stickers, ephemera, and these flowers I've had in my stash from Cheryl's shop, CRG Art Design, for like a couple of years. I've been hoarding them, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to pull some of this stuff out and use it. It's so pretty, and these flowers are just beautiful, of course. So I decorated this box to house my tag flip. So inside here, I do have my tag flip, and this tag flip was actually inspired by a video I just watched from Rachel. She did a shaker tag flip, and if you follow her, I'm sure you saw the video, or you can go to her channel to check it out. But she inspired me to create a shaker tag flip. So I did use mixes from her shop. I subscribe to her monthly subscription, Sequin Mixes, and I used 3 different mixes for this tag flip. I created my own tags. I did double side the papers, or I double layered them, I should say, because they were not super sturdy. On the 3 shaker pieces, or 6 total tags, the 3 shaker tags I did sew in different ways. So this one I created a stitch down the middle, so you have a pocket on either side to house the sequins, so that way they don't all sink to the bottom. Now obviously some of them got kind of glued in place when I glued down my elements, but they kind of float around, which I think is always really fun. So again, I used ephemera, stickers, and chipboard. Oh, and I did add this cord on here, which is some pink and white grosgrain ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby, and then this cording ribbon that I got from, I believe it was Joann's. And I put it on. I did also do eyelets on each of these, and this heart one is crooked. I couldn't get it fixed, so it is crooked, and a pink binder ring. Okay, the next one is not a shaker, but I did add just some different elements, some pink holographic thread, some ephemera and whatnot. This one I used a rosette from Lori, who is creating for fun. I just ordered some rosettes from her and just some different elements. Here's my next shaker. Now this one I did a blue mix. It's like a purpley blue mix with a stitch down the middle this way. So there is a pocket for sequins on the bottom and the top. So again, they shake around, but they're not all sunk to the bottom. And I think that is just really pretty. So did that. This one I just added some, again, various elements from the collection. And that's some shred for the box. And then this last one I used a red and gold sequin mix from Rachel's shop. And I did it on this black and white paper, and then added some little stickers. And I did this one at a diagonal stitch. So again, your shakers are still there. And I did use tulle for all of the shaker fronts. So I think this turned out so cute. I hope she likes it. And I just thought, I was just inspired by Rachel's shaker tag flip, and I wanted to create one. And I just thought sewing them in different ways would be just a fun new way to create a tag flip. So I did that in this box. So that'll house her tag flip. And then the last thing I made is the 3D project, and I did make a little bookcase. I haven't made one of these in a while. The last one I made was for Laura, like maybe in 2021. I did follow Tony's tutorial, and I totally screwed it up, I'll be honest. I was jumping ahead of myself, and I forgot to cut the side to make that angle. So I just went ahead and just decorated all of the sides, and I said the heck with it, you know, I'll make it a happy little mistake. And I decorated the box on the front, on the sides, and on the bottom of the front. So I just used, again, all different elements from the collection, and I made my 4 little books. Now I'm not adding anything to the binder seams or the spines. I'm just leaving it plain because this paper is just all so busy that I didn't want to add more to it. But I still think it looks cute without a decoration on each one. So the first one is this one. I decorated it with some ephemera pieces, and I did use seam binding to tie all of these. I did pink and red. This one I am sending her thread to coordinate with this collection. I tried to pick out colors that went really well with all of the colors in this collection, and I got these buy 3 get 2 free at Joann's, so I just went ahead and picked up one color of this like purpley pink, a light purple, a red, an orange, and a turquoise, because I thought they coordinated really well with the collection. The next one here, I just did, again, a very simple decoration. I didn't want to make it too bulky so that they couldn't fit into the little book's case. And in this one, I have those little word, these were like the bane of my existence. Not really the bane of my existence, but I cut out so many, and I did sew a few, but I'm not sending her those ones because I just didn't like the way it looked. But I made a bunch of these, so I'm sending her a ton. And they're not stitched, so obviously if she wants to stitch them, she can. I use different papers. I used shimmer paper, I used glitter paper, foiled paper, plain, and then obviously some like colored cardstock or pattern cardstock from the collection. So yeah, I'm sending her a ton of these little word embellishments that she can use on her projects if she would like. All right, so that's in that box. If you hear the cat, I'm sorry. The next box here is decorated also on the front and is tied with some seam binding. I did make some more handmade embellishments using the Scrapdiva Designs banner flag embellishment. Sorry, the cat was jumping up on the table. So I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of this die either. As much as I thought everyone's were absolutely beautiful when I was seeing them posted on Instagram, these things were kind of a pain in the butt, because of that beautiful scallop detail all around. It's like cut out little dots everywhere. A lot of the dots didn't punch out with dye, so I had to go through and like manually punch out all of those little tiny pieces. It took me forever. So I did use shimmer paper on the background of some of these. I used a tiny little flower rosette from Cheryl's shop, some holographic foil, some staples, some brads, enamel dots, everything that I could think of. Tiny little rosette I think I also got from Cheryl at some point. Little stickers from Rosie Studio. I mean, they're really cute, but that die was a nightmare. I'll use it again, but I'll never use it with glittered cardstock, because I did use glittered cardstock on a bunch of them. I'm going to give her some undecorated ones. That glittered cardstock was an absolute nightmare because you couldn't see where the holes were very well, and it took me forever, literally for like 2 hours to punch out all the little holes. Now this little tiny embellishment here, I actually deconstructed from an embellishment that someone had sent me. I just loved that foiled die cut and the tiny little rosette there. So I just pulled that off of the embellishment that they had sent me. I don't even remember who it was. I apologize, but I just added it to this one. I thought it was really cute. Again, I'm using a lot of those Rosie Studio stickers. Another little mini rosette from Cheryl's shop, I'm pretty sure. So I think these are really cute, but I would never ever use glittered cardstock again. Like the plain cardstock and the shimmer paper is fine, but definitely never again with the glitter. So that one was it was a nightmare. Like it literally took me forever to get them all punched out. So I hope she likes these though. I think they are really cute embellishments. And then like I said, I'm going to send her a bunch of these undecorated flags because I cut out so many. I'm going to send her a bunch of like with the glitter paper and some of the shimmer paper. So I'll send those in just as a little extra. And the last one is again decorated. And oh no, I just realized that's upside down. I'm going to have to pull that off and redo it. Oh my goodness. I just sent her some wire wrapped beads. These were some that I had made, and there might be a couple in here that were gifted to me. I just threw in the little envelope with the ones that I made. Just a different selection of some wire wrap beads for her to play with. So that is my project share of what I'm going to be sending off to Marissa. I have some other goodies I'll be sending, but those don't need to be shown in this video. Yeah, so if anyone has any questions, please let me know. If you have not already, I'd greatly appreciate if you would consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.